Hello, my name is Mariel, and in this video we're going to talk about the reality behind KDP niche videos on YouTube. But first, let me give you an overview of how self-publishing on Amazon is perceived from an outsider's perspective. What I'm about to show you is pretty relevant, so bear with me as I quickly skim through it. Recently, I discovered an article published on Vox titled, "Amazon is filled with garbage ebooks, here's how they get made." In a nutshell, it is a criticism of Amazon for being flooded with self-published low-quality books that provide disappointing book buying experience. The article indicates that a significant part of the problem comes from online content creators who promote self-publishing as a get-rich-quick scheme. The article then does a deep case study analysis of how the Mickelson twins went from publishing crappy books to making YouTube videos about self-publishing to getting people to pay thousands of dollars for their self-publishing course to what they are doing today. Now, this article basically focuses on the dark side of self-publishing what we call high-content books and audiobooks, alerting people to be wary of being lured into this self-publishing business model under the illusion of a get-rich-quick scheme. But bringing this warning closer to reality, I believe that this whole illusion that is being sold is perhaps an easier scam trap to fall into for people interested in self-publishing low and medium content books. And the problem of it all starts with these hot niche or trendy niche YouTube videos that I will be discussing in this video. So let's begin with a little parody of what these hot niche videos are saying. The thumbnail of a typical niche video will say something along the lines of, how to make an extra $2,657 a month with these 3 hot niches, or how to make $20K a month with this one book. And once you click play, the YouTuber will start the video by telling you that they are a best-selling author on Amazon KDP, or that they've been publishing on KDP and helping clients for 5+ years, or that they have built multiple 6-figure self-publishing businesses. So to be fair, this may be true in some cases, it may not in others, but at this point, as you watch the niche video, you will probably get comfortable thinking, all right, I'm dealing with an expert that obviously seems to know something about publishing and who is about to give some unique golden advice, so let's keep watching. And then here you will notice something quite odd, because they will show you a book that actually is not their own book. It's basically someone else's book that they found by searching on Amazon and decided to make a video about it. They will not only show you the title of the book, but they will also flash the front and back cover on screen, and then they will say something like, oh, now let me show you the meat of the book. They'll maybe even take you to the author's website to show off other books that this author has on their catalog, as well as the author's social media sites where this book is being promoted. Basically encouraging you and thousands of other people watching the video to go create similar books. And then the YouTuber will get into their mathematician, analytical, spying techie mode and begin second guessing how much money this author is making. Basically, they will take the book's current bestsellers ranking, or BSR, plug it into a royalty calculator that they either found online or are being paid an affiliate commission to promote. They will multiply the result by 30 because a month has an average of 30 days. And ta-da! They will reveal that the book is making an estimate of $21,558 a month. And then they will tell you that there are 3 ways you can make the content of the book. Number 1, use AI-generated content. Option number 2, they will show you an all-in-one magic software that will give you the keywords you can use in your book title, as well as providing you with pre-made interior pages you can use and reuse as many times as you want. And if for some reason you're worried that thousands of other people are also using the same pre-made interiors to make their own books, they will tell you something smart like, mix and match the pages, add a border to your pages to make your book original. They will then talk about other magical features of this all-in-one tool, which will only cost you $9.99 if you use their promo code. Option number 3, they will tell you that you can pay as little as $3 to hire a particular freelancer from a particular website they are telling you to use, and the freelancer will produce 100 random pages of book content. Who cares how those pages were produced? You can just go ahead and pop those pages into your book's manuscript. And to end the video, they will give you some bonus advice. Something along the lines of, if they can do it, you can do it. Quality over quantity. Build a brand. Build an email list. Use TikTok. In the video, they will make sure to tell you that to succeed in self-publishing, you need 0 skills, implying that if you keep watching their YouTube videos, they will provide you with different software and websites that will do all the brain work for you. Okay, I know I perhaps exaggerated a bit, but if you've watched more than 5 different niche videos, you'll have noticed that they pretty much follow this basic scheme. Now, let's dissect what is actually wrong with these niche videos and why they are not helping you improve your self-publishing business and what you can do instead. Problem number 1, if it's that good, why aren't they doing it themselves? So let's use some basic logic here. If it's that easy and simple to make 20K a month by stealing other people's book ideas and making similar books, why isn't this YouTuber making this sort of money themselves? If it's that easy and simple, why are they instead churning out dozens of these YouTube videos, indirectly promoting these magic bookmaking tools, which at most are making them, I don't know, a couple of $100s a month? It just does not make sense. Problem number 2. When have you seen a successful author or publisher show off someone else's book, second-guessing their marketing tactics and how much money they're making, all while encouraging people to make similar books? Can you imagine J.K. Rowling making YouTube videos showing off one of Stephen King's books, second-guessing how much money he's making off this one book, showing off his world building and character creation tactics, and then encouraging people to use AI to make similar books? Like, how pathetic would that be? Or imagine Johanna Basford, who is well known for her beautiful hand-drawn coloring books, making YouTube videos, second-guessing how much money another coloring book brand like Coco Wayo is making, and then encouraging you to go steal Coco Wayo's book cover ideas and keywords. Again, wouldn't that be pathetic? So no matter how they try to sugarcoat it with excuses like, oh, but I never said you should plagiarize or copy. I only said you should get inspired and create similar books. In my opinion, making YouTube videos exposing another author's work and encouraging people to go leech on that hard work is beyond disrespectful. It's unprofessional, it's slimy, it's tacky, and I actually got so angry and I got onto ChatGPT and asked what one would call this type of person, and this is what it came up with. I know it's kind of harsh, but my hunch is that 70% of KDP YouTubers who make these types of videos are not ill-intended, but do it because of a herd mentality, because other YouTubers are doing it, so why not? It's easy money. But tables turned. There's a reason why they are not showing off their own books. They don't want to expose their own books. So why is it okay to expose other self-publishers' books? Why do unto others what you don't want done unto you? On the flip side, what are real, successful, authentic authors actually doing? Well, it's simple. They're talking about their own books and their own experiences. Take J.K. Rowling, for instance, who made a series of videos called On Writing, where she talks about her writing struggles, her writing routines, and her writing process, etc. Or take Johanna Basford, for instance, who made a YouTube series teaching people how to illustrate coloring pages. So ask yourself, which type of author or self-publisher's advice would you trust more? Problem number 3, niche videos are an insult to your intelligence and your potential. So at the core of it all, I do not think that AI generating tools and keyword software and bookmaking tools that these niche videos are talking about are inherently bad. That is, if you use them the right way. In other words, if you use them as complementary tools to your brain. Using these tools, however, becomes problematic when you become so dependent on them that you forget how to use your brain to do something as simple as figuring out what kind of book you should publish. So here are the consequences. If you decide to stick with being spoon-fed instructions on what you should publish through these hot niche videos, you'll eventually become exactly what these YouTubers want you to be. Good, well-behaved followers who will go about from one trendy niche to another like a swarm of obedient bees, publishing copycat books, always making tacky versions of the original book. Think of it logically. Self-publishing is like any other business where you want to succeed. And like any other business, of course you need to learn and build skills and put in some hard work and brain work in order to be able to produce and sell a good product to your customers. So the big question is, are all KDP YouTubers scammers? The answer is no, of course not, but you should be wary. Here are a couple of tips to help filter out the scammy ones and to make the most out of the good KDP content out there on YouTube. Tip number 1, be picky about what content you watch. Look out for videos where self-publishers share practical advice based on their own experience and their own books. For example, check out this video by Taylor Haselton talking about her experience publishing low content books. Or check out this video by Danny on Demand, where he documents his experience marketing books on TikTok. Or this video by Chris Redog, where he shares his experience publishing coloring books. Or check out my favorite self-publishing podcast of all time called The Spa Girls, where 4 self-published authors give experience-based publishing advice and also feature special guests like best-selling authors and book marketing experts on their show. Tip number 2. Question what you are being sold. For example, let's say a YouTuber says it is indispensable that you use Publisher Rocket for your publishing business. Instead of blindly purchasing the tool, why not take just 30 minutes to do some research? Open up a new browser and look up Publisher Rocket. Then ask questions like, who developed the tool? What is the original intended use of the tool? How acquainted are they with Amazon's algorithm? Etc. So after concluding your research, option A, you might end up learning other better ways to use the tool. Option B, your research might lead you down a rabbit hole and you might end up discovering Publisher Rocket's developer's blog, or you might end up learning in-depth information about Amazon's algorithm, keywords, ads, etc. Or option C, you might realize, hey, I actually don't need Publisher Rocket. So who knows? Tip number 3. Don't be afraid to reach out, give feedback, and tell your favorite YouTubers what type of content might help your KDP business. For example, if your favorite KDP YouTubers tells you you must have an email list, ask them for a video tutorial on how they write emails to their customers. So to end this video, here are a couple of red flags that you should avoid if you are serious about getting good publishing advice on YouTube. Red flag number 1. Avoid side hustle channels where they talk about one shiny online business after another. There's a great chance that they know less about self-publishing than you do. Red flag number 2. Avoid watching YouTube channels where more than 90% of their videos are hot niche videos. The most likely scenario is that they spend more time making these videos than publishing books. Red flag number 3. Avoid YouTubers who do not practice what they preach. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you would like to see more content like this, then please consider supporting this channel by liking, sharing, commenting, and/or subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.